set. I'm waiting for you, Patrick.
I'm Quinn, I'm the vocalist for Castle Cyclone.
I'm Sam, and I am the guitarist of Castle Cyclone. Pretty much, my old band was recording our first album with Patrick, our other guitarist, and I was like, nah, don't really like this music anymore, and decided to start a metalcore band, I suppose you call it. And then hit up Patrick and asked me if he wanted to play guitar, and he was like, yep. And then we were looking for a drummer, and a friend of ours at Rock Shop at the time, Michael, our previous drummer, was like, yep, I'll be keen to start a band. And then we had a few practices, and then Patrick said that he knew some people, and we sort of were like, oh, no. And he was like, oh, I know this guy Quinn, and pretty much showed us some videos of him screaming in his old band, and I was like, yep, okay, keen. Had a practice, he came down and was keen as to play in the band, and then he said, oh, I know this guy who can play bass. Turned out to be Anadu, our bass player. And yeah, so on and so forth. We just started, and then a couple of months later we played our first show.
Most of it was me writing about bitchy exes, but I kind of tried to interpret it into something so it didn't look so obvious, and it kind of became something like a people don't kind of have to do what everyone else wants them to do, really, and they do obviously have an opinion to their own rights and what they do in their own life, and pretty much not listen to anyone else if they know that it's not what they want to do, or if it's something they do want to do but people are telling them not to. So pretty much telling everyone else to fuck off and do what they think should be right.
Our last show that when we opened for Depths and Dead Dreamers was pretty insane, actually. The crowd was just amazing. And we've just started using like bass drops and backing tracks and stuff, and it's just kind of opened up our music, I suppose. Made us feel way more like more of a professional band as well. So we actually feel like we're starting to like get something.
Yeah, for me, for that last show that we did opening for Depths as well, was pretty cool, just because of the fact that the crowd just seems so more in touch with the band rather than just moshing around and having a good night, which is what we want people to have anyway. But when we played our song Be the Ocean, and they just started clipping along and pounding their chest at the start, and that really got to me, like, personally, so that was quite awesome. A microphone. I don't know much about gear and stuff that we use anyway. I'm kind of the guy that just talks to everyone and hope they have a good night, and go talk to other bands every now and then, or sit at the bar and be useless.
And I am currently running through a Line 6 HD 100 with I've chucked the Protone Dead Horse Overdrive Deluxe in front, which makes it sound a bit GT. And then Patrick, our other guitarist, is using the same setup. We use the same heads, pretty much the same thing, and just do our tones from that. Anadu is currently running through a Warwick amp, and that does a good job, and he's using a Sterling Music Man bass and ESP LTD bass. I can't remember exactly what it is. I am using a Sterling Music Man JP50. It's amazing, and I've got a bare knuckle painkiller in the bridge, and just the stock standard pickup in the neck, and I'm also using an Ibanez RG4, just an RG 7-string really, with crutch there with an liquefier and John Petrucci's old signature pickups. So it's pretty cool. And Patrick is using a Sterling Music Man JP60, the step up from mine, with the crutch there with the liquefier in it, and he has a Schecter Omen 7-string, yeah, and with just the stock pickups in it. That sounds pretty cool. And our drummer is kind of all over the place. He's got like a bit of everything. Probably the 1-2 things that he has I can remember is his Axis longboards, double kick pedals, and it's got a Remo kit which sounds really, really good. So yeah, it's great.
As I Lay Dying, as much as like drama's going down with Timberland Beasts at the moment, As I Lay Dying is a huge factor of mine just for screaming personally. On top of that, it'll be Parkway Drive that's influenced my screaming as well. And that's definitely interesting to me. Like, yeah.
Never mind. Probably with our first EP, Parkway Drive was a very, very heavy influence with that. And a little bit of Lamb of God in there, I suppose. But with our, lots of my influences now would be like Volumes, Periphery. Pretty much those two bands, really.
It was actually good. There was a huge turnout which we didn't really expect. We were playing with hardcore bands like this. It was the hardcore scene that pretty much brought us into Tauranga shows, and it just mostly elaborated from there. But our first show was still a pretty good turnout. We had our first circle pit, and that was really cool. We had like, to jazz. We had like a line of cacklings right at the front supporting us the whole time. Not so much jumping up and down and moshing, but it was still a good time. And for me it was quite scary just because I hadn't been up on stage in quite a while before Cast Cyclone doing vocals. And I kind of freaked out at first. I had my back to the crowd before my vocals actually kicked in for the first song, which is Disaster Equals. And then I turned around and saw the crowd, and from then on I kind of just felt my legs starting to tremble and shake, and that was an intense moment.
Yeah, first show was pretty good. It's pretty nerve-wracking, you know.
Oh, you stood on the nail?
Yeah, the night before I stood on a nail, so that kind of sucked a few times jumping around and it's falling over and stuff. That was alright.
The only reason I started calling them cacklings was I was on Facebook one time, and Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth posted something on Facebook that said filthlings. I was like, oh, that's really cool, I'm going to steal his idea. Plagiarism. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool, and I started using it in statuses, and then a few other people started saying it. Felt kind of bad afterwards because they kind of pushed Patrick's cyclists away.
So fans can choose whether they want to be a cackling or a cyclist.
Or clones.
Or clones.
Or casts.
But the general like band thing is get your cack on.
Yeah. Get your cack. Yeah, I have nothing against it.
Even like, you know, just support every band you can. If you like music, just jump up on there. That's one thing that I do on our Cyclone Facebook page all the time is throw up all the bands that we've played with, just like, you know, these guys are sick, give them a like, check out their music, because there's no point in just being dickheads about it. Just for everybody's doing the same thing, if you can all make it together, better.
As far as albums and stuff like that being leaked online, as much as people don't like it, I guess, I was showing this the other night actually. Someone had shown me that our album had been leaked online, and I was quite shocked. Our album was leaked online, by the way, for free. So when did this happen?
Because I track you guys, like the Cyclone hashtag on Tumblr, and someone has leaked the album.
Wow.
Yeah. But any publicity is good
in a way, like.
I saw that and I thought it was really cool when I saw that, but
that's why our downloads have stopped.
Maybe like other people would be like real hard ass about it, but when I saw that I thought it was one of the coolest things that ever happened. So. Seeking Substance and Rising Tide.
Yeah, those boys. Seeking Substance,
Rising
Tide, definitely. Seeking Substance, Rising Tide.
What's so great about both of those bands?
Oh, just a bunch of really, really good dudes. Just and their sounds both are just awesome. We've played heaps of shows with them now and just become really, really good friends. And
I didn't even care about the fact that they play music the same as us and they're really good at it, but the fact that they're just so good to get along with and fun to hang out with and drink a lot with. they can expect
Heavier music.
not so much heavier,
Heavier, but more interesting music, I suppose.
more interesting,
Playing with a few new things now.
more technical breakdowns. I
Yes.
guess.
And 7th Street.
We're Cast the Cyclone. Check us out on Facebook. You can download our brand new EP, Into the World, $5 on our Bandcamp. Or like we said before, you can find the leaked version and download that for free. Give us a like if you haven't already. Hit us up with friendly guys. Come to us at gigs if you want to. We might buy you a beer or two. See what happens.
Depends on how broke.
Depends on how broke you are.